Okay, so have you ever bought something as a gift and realized, man, I should have bought one of these for myself? Well, I'm starting to think that after getting this super cheap 50-inch 4K TV for my parents. This is a Christmas gift for them, only $150 for Black Friday, and I'm pretty sure it was the cheapest 50-inch TV that you could get. It's a Christmas gift for them, but don't worry, I'll still wrap it up after I'm done testing it out, and I'll probably be the one setting it up, so they're not gonna notice it was already opened. Now, first off, if you haven't bought a 50-inch TV in a while, you're gonna notice just how light this thing is, and I'm talking probably lighter than some 32-inch TVs that I bought not too many years ago. At least they throw in some batteries, and you'll get a quick start guide and screws to mount the legs. The remote that comes with this looks like a regular Roku remote. It's been a while since I've mainly been using Fire TV stuff, but they have a little more weight to them and are a little bit thicker than the ones I have for my Fire TV. Volume control is on the side, which I think makes it easier to find. You'll also notice there's a screen protector, so just go ahead and pull that off. Now the screen on here is not going to be super glossy, but it's not a completely matte finish either, almost like a semi-gloss, so actually pretty nice in person in my opinion. Now I actually thought since this TV is so cheap, it isn't going to have hardly any connections, but surprisingly I was wrong. The power cord is on one side, then all of your connections are on the opposite side. You've got a reset button, 2 HDMI ports, optical audio port, and headphone jack there on the side. Then right underneath that area, you've got a USB port, Ethernet, red, white, and yellow jacks, another HDMI port, and your coax hookup for antenna or cable connection. Overall, it's a pretty thin TV, except right there in the middle where all the connections are. Above that is some ventilation as well. Once you start up the TV, it's going to walk you through everything step by step. Sort of odd that it gives you the option for store use. I should have tried that just to see what it looks like. Then you can either set this up through Wi-Fi, wired Ethernet, or connect to the internet later. You'll also want everything plugged in at startup. I feel like the Roku remote is going to try to control those items as well, if possible. You're going to notice if you don't connect to the internet, it's going to be pretty plain here on the home screen. You've got connections, a live TV, USB media player, and sleep timer. Then in settings, you've got network, theme, accessibility, TV picture settings, TV inputs, where you can customize how you like or even change the name to whatever you want. Then you've got audio, parental controls, home screen, and system, where you can do system update or control other devices. Once you connect to the internet, it's just a matter of putting in your email account that you use for your Roku account and then verify it on your phone. Or if you don't have a Roku account, you can just sign up for one for free. Then it gives you some tips on how to control your Roku TV, which is a pretty good idea if you're new to Roku, or if you're like me and it's been a while since you've used a Roku device. Probably the buttons you're going to use the most, besides arrows, is going to be the home button, back button. Then if you push the star button, you'll get additional options. There's also a voice button in the middle to search for whatever you're looking for, like show me action movies. Then you'll notice when you go to the home screen, you're going to see most popular streaming apps. There's probably going to be more options than you would ever think of as far as what or where to watch movies and shows, but you can watch stuff like YouTube, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV Plus, Hulu, Netflix, just to name a few. I know it's really hard to tell just from looking at this, but the screen quality is super sharp in person. In fact, like I said earlier, I kind of wish I bought one of these for myself, but I don't really need a TV right now, unfortunately. It's got decent viewing angles on here, but obviously it's going to look best if it's straight in front of you. I feel like the blacks could be a tad darker, but for the price, I feel like this might be better than some of the name brand TVs that I've had that were more expensive. Now the speakers on here aren't going to be the best out there, but are not bad actually. They could use a little more bass, but are plenty loud enough for most small to medium sized rooms. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what to expect from the speakers. So I wasn't sure what to expect buying the cheapest 50-inch TV for Black Friday, especially since it was the on brand at Walmart. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with what you get for the money and would have no problem getting this brand again. In fact, if my parents don't like this for some reason, I'll just keep this for myself.
So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.